Hey guys, this is Abe with Shift. Today we're going to talk about how to change out your wheels. So first question is, why do you need to change out your wheels? Well, just like your car or skateboard or anything like that, the wheels are going to wear down. So first wheels to wear down are going to be back here at the heel, the rearmost wheels. That's what takes all your force when your heel's striking the ground. So you're going to want to take a look at these, and then also the frontmost wheels on the gearbox, so the driven wheels at the toe portion. So these wheels are the second that are going to wear out. How do you know they're worn? They'll start to turn kind of square, but you'll also feel like a little bit imbalanced on the shoe. You'll feel a little more rocking motion. So that's how you know when it's time to change it out. So to change this out, you're just gonna undo the 5 fasteners on the top of the foot plate. So 1 here at the rear, 2 where the straps are held down to the gearbox, and then 2 more here in the midsection of the foot plate. So once you have that off, you just pull the foot plate straight up. But before you do this, make sure your moonwalkers are powered off. No lights are on, it's completely shut off. You're just gonna pull straight up. If it gets stuck, sometimes it's just one more fastener has a little bit left in there. So lefty-loosey to pull that out, foot plate comes straight off. Now you get to see the inside of the moonwalkers. This is our aluminum electronics cap. So very, very strong, completely watertight. While you're in here, just make sure everything's clean. So what you're gonna do is just use some compressed air, clean this out, make sure there's nothing living in between the wheels and the gearbox, or maybe underneath of the motor in the gearbox. To verify, if you don't see anything visual, you could just rotate the motor. Sounds pretty good, sounds clean, no dragging, no rubbing noises, anything like that. If there are, you could use more compressed air. Clean that out. If you still can't get something out of there, maybe some dental floss, you could reach in there. So once this is all clean, now it's time to start to remove the wheels. So to do that, all you're gonna do is get your screwdriver, put it in here, and lefty-loosey on the motor side. So this is a little M3 fastener. It's gonna come straight out. With this out, now you can just pull the wheels straight off. So sometimes the wheels are a little tighter on there. So one good way to do that is just get a flathead screwdriver. You'll be able to pry in between the wheel and the gearbox, and you just kind of pry it off little by little, and then the wheel will finally come and pop right off. So now you can see our spline geometry that does all the torque transfer from our gearbox into the wheel. To replace your wheel with a brand new wheel, you're just gonna do the reverse. But first, make sure the drive shaft is completely clean. So you're just gonna wanna clean this off. Just use a rag, some water, something like that. This is completely clean. Now you're gonna put your new wheel right back on and do the same with the fastener. All right, so once you have this wheel on, now you need to apply some thread locking solution onto your fastener. So have some blue thread locker here. Use blue, not red. Red, you have to use basically a torch to get it off. So with the blue thread locker, you're just gonna apply a little bit onto your fastener, just like this. And put that in here, and then righty-tighty. So you'll fasten this. The torque spec is 0.8 Newton meters. If you don't have a torque wrench at home, that's fine. You can just use it and just do slightly over hand tight. So hand tight, and then just a little bit more right before you essentially over torque this. So with the thread locker in here, you're just gonna have to wait a couple hours for the thread locker to completely cure. Then you'll be ready to go moonwalking. But before that, now we have to put our foot plate back on. And you could imagine that we've replaced all these wheels. Foot plate goes back on. Just retighten your 5 fasteners on the top of the foot plate. Again, these are just slightly overhand tight. So don't strip the heads out, but don't have them there too loose. So now that we have all 5 in there, okay, give it another check. Make sure everything is rigid. You have fasteners in all your wheels. Everything's good here. Now you're ready to go moonwalking.